My child, I am speaking to you on this special evening, a time marked by a sign in the heavens. The last solar eclipse of this year is upon you, and it is more than a celestial event. It is a message from your Father in heaven, a marker in time for those with hearts open to understand. Time is accelerating, and the signs I place in the sky and on the earth are not minor whispers. They are clear calls for awakening. When the moon passes before the sun, casting a shadow upon the earth, many will feel a primal fear. The familiar light disappears and a sudden twilight falls. In that moment of darkness, remember my words. I am still here. My presence does not vanish when the sun's light is hidden. My hand continues to hold the world and nothing happens, not a single tremor or shift, without my knowing and my permission. So do not let fear take hold of your heart. Instead, be watchful and alert. This eclipse is a profound reminder of the temporary nature of this world. The things people trust in, the institutions, the economies, the very ground they walk on can be shaken in an instant. The sun that provides warmth can be obscured. The moon that lights the night can appear as blood. The earth that feels so solid can tremble. Yet through all of this, I remain your constant, unchanging Father. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I speak these things to you now, so that your heart will not be troubled when you see the world in turmoil. Many will look at the signs in the heavens and see only spectacle or scientific curiosity. They will not grasp the deeper meaning. But you, my child, are called to listen to my voice. I will show you what these signs signify. This eclipse is not an end, but the opening of a door to a new season. Through this door, a series of events will unfold across the globe. Some will see only chaos and confusion. Others will be gripped by fear, believing it is a sign of ultimate judgment. But for you, my beloved, I want it to be a call to draw closer to me. In my presence, you will find true safety. When a spiritual darkness spreads across lands, those who run to me will find a secure shelter. When the foundations of the world shake, those who build their lives upon me will stand firm. There will be many voices clamoring for your attention in the days to come. Many will claim to have answers, to know the future, but only my voice speaks eternal truth. Only my word will endure when all else has passed away. The path ahead will not be easy, but it will be a time of great purpose. I have ordained these days long before you were born. I have seen every moment of your life, counted every breath you will take. I know the course of nations and the hidden agendas of those who believe they rule this world. I see the secrets kept in the highest offices of power, and I will bring them into the light. I see the sincere hearts of the humble, and I will lift them up. I see every tear you cry in private, and I will gather them, for they are precious to me. Nothing escapes my sight. The eclipse casts a passing shadow, and this is a key for you to understand. Darkness is never permanent. The night always surrenders to the dawn. The shadow cannot consume the light forever, so it will be with the troubles of this world. The seasons of shaking, fear, and trial are temporary, but my light and my love are eternal. I am calling you to lift your gaze above the passing shadows, above the noise of the world, above the voices of fear, and to fix your eyes on me. I am your Father. I am with you. I will never leave you to face the darkness alone. I will never abandon you in the midst of the storm. Listen closely, my child. So many people are distracted by the fleeting things of this world. They chase after wealth, power, and pleasure, believing that life will continue as it always has. But I tell you, a great shift is underway. The earth itself groans under the weight of brokenness. Nations are agitated and filled with strife. The signs in the heavens are speaking loudly. Do not turn away or harden your heart to my voice. I am giving these warnings out of love. I am speaking because I care deeply for my children. I do not want you to be lost or caught unprepared. I want you to run to me for refuge, for hope, and for eternal life. You ask what will follow this eclipse. I tell you there will be aftershocks, not just in the physical earth, but in the spiritual and emotional lives of people. A deep stirring will begin in hearts across the world, a restlessness, an anxiety that many will not be able to explain. This is a reflection of a shift in the spiritual atmosphere, and the physical world will respond. You will see nations rise against nations with greater intensity. You will witness unusual weather patterns and disturbances in the seas. You will see powerful leaders fall from their positions, and new ones rise unexpectedly. Secrets that have been hidden for generations will be exposed, shaking the trust people have in their institutions. These are all signs, my child. They are not meant to paralyze you with fear, but to awaken you to the urgency of the hour. Wake up, for the time is short. Wake up, for my son is returning soon. The world may not believe it, but I will provide signs that cannot be rationally denied or ignored. The heavens will declare my truth, the earth will groan in anticipation, and my spirit will be poured out in unprecedented ways. I will give dreams and visions to the young and the old. I will stir hearts in every corner of the earth, in every tribe and every nation. Do not think for a moment that I have forgotten anyone. I see every person, and my call for salvation will reach them all. In this time, do not become weary. I know many of you feel a heaviness, a spiritual exhaustion from the constant pressures of the world. But I say to you, look to me. I am your strength. I am your refuge. I am your unending light in the darkest night. The enemy of your soul seeks to fill hearts with fear, hatred, division, and hopelessness. But even in the bleakest moments, I am raising up a people who will shine with my light. You are called to be that light. You are called to be my voice of hope. You are called to live differently, to love unconditionally, and to speak words of life, not in your own strength, but in the power I provide. I know your personal struggles. I know the questions that keep you awake at night. I see the hidden battles you fight against temptation, fear, and doubt. I see the moments when you feel utterly alone. But I promise you, you are never alone. I am closer to you than your own breath. I am holding you up when you feel weak. I speak peace to your troubled mind. I am your Father, and I will never, ever abandon you. Place your trust in me above all else. Trust me more than what your eyes see, more than what your emotions tell you, and more than the competing voices of the world. This eclipse is a shadow, but it is also a window of opportunity. During this season of shifting, I am calling my children to listen intently, to pray fervently, and to turn away from the noise and distractions of the world. Do not waste these precious days on things that have no eternal value. Fill your heart with my word. Fill your mind with my truth. Fill your hands with acts of kindness and service that will last forever. Many things in this world will be consumed and forgotten, but what is done out of love for me and for others will never be lost. I am building a kingdom that cannot be shaken, and those who anchor themselves in me will never be moved. When you look at the eclipse, remember this powerful truth. Even when the sun is covered, it is still there, shining brightly behind the shadow. Even when light seems to disappear, it is not destroyed. Even when the earth trembles, I am the one holding it all together. The same is true for your life. You may face seasons of shadow and walk through dark valleys. You may experience loss, painful change, or deep suffering, but my light remains with you. I am still your God. I will see you through every trial. I will turn your mourning into dancing. I will transform your fear into unshakable faith. I will use your struggles to create a powerful testimony of my grace. Trust me, my child, and remember that love is the greatest force of all. In these last days, the love of many will grow cold. Hearts will harden and division will spread. But I call you to be an agent of love. Love your family. Love your neighbors. Love even those who consider you an enemy. Love with a pure and sincere heart, because love is my very nature. Love is stronger than hate. Love is stronger than death itself. When you walk in love, you reflect my character to a watching world. When you love, you push back the darkness. When you love, you show everyone that I am real and that my way is the way of life. Hold on to love, kindness, mercy, and forgiveness, especially when the world is cruel and judgmental. I have loved you with an everlasting love, and my desire is that you would share that love with others. Do not be afraid of the future. So many are consumed with anxiety about what is to come. They fear financial collapse, social chaos, and personal loss. But I say to you again, do not be afraid, for I am with you. Even if the earth gives way, I am your firm foundation. Even if the seas roar, I am your peace. Even if earthly kingdoms crumble, my kingdom will stand forever. Place your ultimate hope in me, not in human leaders, financial systems, or your own abilities. All of those things will eventually pass away, but I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever. Now, my child, listen as I explain more deeply why these celestial events affect the world and the people in it. The heavens and the earth are not separate. They are woven together as one living creation. When there is a shift in the heavens, the entire web of life responds. The oceans, the atmosphere, the soil, the minds of men, and the structures of nations. First, I created the world to communicate. The heavens declare my glory. Celestial events are a language that speaks to humanity. This language reminds everyone that they are not ultimately in control. This reminder stirs the soul, leading to either fear or wonder. Those collective emotions create action. Millions of hearts turning to prayer can alter the spiritual climate. Millions of hearts succumbing to fear can spread panic. These signs are lessons for the soul. Second, the earth itself possesses life and energy in ways you are just beginning to understand. Forces like magnetism and atmospheric electricity flow through the planet. These are linked to the movements of the sun and moon. When the sun is briefly covered, this balance of energy shifts. The atmosphere cools, winds change, and even the tides feel a subtle pull. These small changes can ripple outwards, affecting weather patterns, agricultural cycles, and even the emotional state of communities. Third, a spiritual realm exists alongside the physical one. When a great sign appears in the heavens, the invisible realms take notice. Angelic beings and spiritual forces are stirred into action. This means the spiritual battle for the hearts of men can intensify. Events in the invisible often precede what you see in the visible world. Widespread fear can manifest as social unrest, while widespread hope can lead to revival and positive change. Fourth, every person is a part of this energetic system. Your heart is like an antenna. You both receive and transmit spiritual and emotional energy. When you choose fear, you broadcast fear to those around you. When you choose to pray, you broadcast peace. The collective energy of a community has immense power. A city filled with faith can weather a crisis with resilience, while a city filled with panic can descend into chaos. This is why I ask you to guard your heart and be mindful of what you contribute to the world around you. Fifth, there is a divine rhythm to my creation. The cycles of day and night, the changing of seasons. Those rhythms teach trust and preparation. A sign like an eclipse does not occur randomly. Its timing is precise, often arriving when certain situations on Earth are ripe for change. It can align with hearts that are ready to turn, institutions that have become weak, and walls of division that are ready to fall. Sixth, humanity has built complex systems, economists, governments, technologies, that are fragile and dependent on stability. When a disruption occurs, even a small one, these systems react. Markets fluctuate, supply chains are interrupted, and political tensions rise. These shifts directly impact helpless lives. While I do not delight in hardship, these moments often shake people from their complacency, forcing them to turn toward what is eternal. Seventh, there is a moral dimension to these events. Sometimes when the heavens speak, it is a call for repentance. These signs are not meant as punishment, but as loving correction. I desire to turn people away from greed, cruelty, and pride, which poison the world. These events reveal the consequences of wrong choices, not to humiliate, but to offer a path to healing. Finally, remember free will. I give every person the freedom to choose their response. A celestial warning can be heeded or ignored. Some will use this moment to build bridges of reconciliation, while others will use it to build walls of hate. The future of your world is a tapestry woven from countless individual choices. Never believe your choice is too small to matter. My child, you now see how the energies of heaven and earth are connected, and how the hearts of people play a crucial role. You are not just a spectator, you are a participant. Do not fear this responsibility, but embrace it. Be the calm in the storm. Be the light when the sky grows dark. Let your hands be instruments of love, your words carriers of wisdom, and your spirit a source of courage. Stand for the weak, speak for the voiceless, protect the vulnerable, feed the hungry, and comfort the broken. These simple acts of love can steer the energy of the world in a positive direction far more effectively than grand political plans. Small kindnesses multiply. Humble acts of faith create waves of change. This is how you can help transform the aftershocks of this time into a tide of healing. I am at work in all things, in the hearts of leaders, in the movements of nations, and in the patterns of nature. The chaos you see is often the dust settling as I lay a new foundation. Trust me through the shaking. Hold fast to love. Let truth be your guide. Let your life be a beacon that helps others find their way in the dark. I speak to you now with a calm and reassuring voice. Do not let your mind race with worry. Settle your heart on this truth. You are not alone, and the world is not abandoned. The forces you see are known to me, and I can turn them for good when people turn their hearts to me. Join me in this redemptive work. Be steadfast. You will see many changes, and you may experience unrest. But through it all, I will be with you. I will guide your next step and give you strength for each day. Trust the process of transformation. It is not destruction, but the birth of something new. Go now, my child, with a peaceful heart. Share this understanding with those who are willing to listen. Be a source of light and comfort in the aftermath of this sign. Tend to the souls around you. Pray, act, and love. This is how the energy of these events becomes a force for life. I am with you always to the very end of the age.